When the sun goes to sleep and the moon says hi. When the day is done and the night is nigh. The stars like to listen to a special friend. It's bedtime stories with Uncle Glenn.
Hi everybody! Welcome to Bedtime Stories with Uncle Glenn. I'm Uncle Glenn. Are you ready for your bedtime story? I am. I've got my fuzzy slippers on. I've got my pajamas on and my cozy housecoat on. I've got my favorite stuffed animal. But most importantly, I have our story time book. But before we begin our bedtime story, you know what we need to do? We need to get in the right mood for our story, and that's a good mood. What would put us in a good mood? That's our happy thinking thought. And our happy thinking thought for today, let's see. I know! Let's think about our favorite flavor of ice cream. I know what mine is. Do you know what yours is? Okay, close your eyes, put a big smile on your face, and think of your favorite flavor of ice cream. I know that put me in a good mood. How about you? Okay, now that we're in a good mood and ready for our bedtime story, let's take a look and see what it is. Oh, our bedtime story for today is a good one. It's called Mrs. Panda's Bad Day. Sunshine was worried. He had been watching Mrs. Panda, the school principal, since he got off the bus a few minutes ago. It was when he said good morning to her that he first knew that something was wrong. Instead of being her normal, friendly self, Mrs. Panda didn't even reply. Then, when Bully Bear got off the bus, she gave him a warning to behave, and Bully hadn't even done anything. From the swings in the playground, Sunshine watched Mrs. Panda carefully. She didn't walk around greeting everyone like she normally did, and she seemed to be thinking of something else. "What are you doing?" asked Bucky Beaver, walking up to the swings and sitting on the swing beside Sunshine. Sunshine paused for a moment and then replied, "I'm watching Mrs. Panda. She isn't acting like herself this morning. I think something's wrong." Bucky looked over at Mrs. Panda. "Well," he said, "I did notice that she's very grumpy this morning. Maybe she's just having a bad day. Everyone has one once in a while." Sunshine thought about it and shrugged. "I guess you're right," he said as the school bell rang. Bucky and Sunshine picked up their backpacks and went inside with the rest of the class. In the classroom, Sunshine took his place beside Whitey Wolf. To their surprise, instead of their regular teacher, Mrs. Indy, Mrs. Panda walked through the door. "Mrs. Indy has an appointment this morning and will be back this afternoon," Mrs. Panda started. Sunshine noticed that Mrs. Panda didn't even smile, and he watched her more closely. Mrs. Panda had a small cat bell in her hand that she was holding while she talked. "Since the appointment was last minute, I will be your teacher until she returns." The class was told to get out their math books and continue their work on Chapter 5. As Sunshine did his work, he thought more about the bell. Mrs. Panda had a cat that she loved. She talked about it all the time, and its name was Snuggles. Maybe something was wrong with Snuggles. Sunshine decided to ask Mrs. Panda at recess. When the recess bell rang, Sunshine waited until everyone else had left the class. He told Whitey that he would meet him at the swings in a few minutes. Sunshine walked up to Mrs. Panda and waited. "Why, Sunshine, why aren't you going out to recess?" Mrs. Panda asked. "Well," Sunshine began, "I couldn't help but notice that you don't seem very happy today. I also noticed that you're holding one of Snuggles' bells." Sunshine paused and then asked, "Is everything okay?" Mrs. Panda's eyes started to water, and Sunshine thought she was going to cry. "I'll be fine," she said. "It's just that Snuggles has been acting weird lately, and early this morning she went outside and didn't come home, and I'm very worried." Mrs. Panda gave Sunshine a small smile and told him not to worry and to go out to recess. Sunshine smiled back and did what he was told. On the playground, Sunshine told his friends about the news of Mrs. Panda and her cat Snuggles. "That's awful," said Darlene Deer. I wish there was something we could do, added Whitey. Sunshine thought for a moment and said, There is! We could arrange a search party to find Snuggles. The group thought that was a great idea. They spent the rest of recess planning how they would look through the neighborhood for Snuggles after school. The excitement about the search for Snuggles made the rest of the day in school fly by for Sunshine and his friends. When the bell rang to go home, they all said goodbye to Mrs. Indy and to Mrs. Panda, and then they met on the playground. Let's divide up into teams and start looking, Bully Bear said excitedly. Whitey and Sunshine paired up together, and they started looking. An hour passed, and there was still no sign of Snuggles. The students had searched everywhere. They were disappointed they hadn't found her. Just as they were about to give up, they heard Bully Bear yell from the other side of the playground. Everyone, come here, he cried. Everyone rushed over to the place where Bully Bear was standing. It was beside a big tree. I think I hear something, Bully said. Sure enough, when they all listened quietly, they could hear a soft meow. I bet it's Snuggles, said Whitey. She must be stuck in the treehouse. How can we get her down? The ladder is gone and it's too high for us, cried Darlene. Sunshine thought about it. Hey, I have long arms and legs. Maybe with your help, I can get up there. The students all worked together to help push Sunshine up. Standing up on his tiptoes, Sunshine was able to pull himself up into the treehouse. Is it Snuggles? Whitey Wolf hollered up. Sunshine came to the edge of the fort. Yes, it is, he said. And a surprise. Well, 3 surprises. Snuggles has had kittens. All the students cheered. Darlene Deer ran and got Mrs. Panda and some of the other teachers. Together, they were able to get Snuggles and her new family down from the treehouse safely. Mrs. Panda started to cry when she saw Snuggles and her kittens. She was very happy. Mrs. Panda thanked the students several times and gave them big hugs. Then she turned to Sunshine and said, And a special thank you to you, Sunshine. If you hadn't noticed I was having a bad day, we might never have found Snuggles and her new kittens. Sunshine beamed with happiness. Sometimes days can start out bad, but then end up being really good, he said. That they can, agreed Mrs. Panda. How would you like to keep one of the kittens when they are old enough, she asked. Would I? Sunshine said excitedly, and he ran home as fast as he could to ask his parents, telling them about Mrs. Panda's bad day. That was a great story. And sometimes we have bad days, or we can wake up in a bad mood, or we have something bad that happens to us. But we have to remember, all things happen for a reason, and sometimes, just like Mrs. Panda, with a friend's help, a bad day can turn into a really good day. I hope you enjoyed the story. Now our story is all done. Hope that you had lots of fun. Thanks for visiting Uncle Glenn. I hope that you will come again. Now it's time to go to sleep. Close your eyes, don't make a peep. Good night.